In a shocking turn of events that has left both Parliament and the public in disbelief, Rayner has now taken the extraordinary step of exposing Sir Keir Starmer in Britain's highest court. What began as quiet whispers about questionable lobbying activities has erupted into a dramatic legal showdown in the Supreme Court, one that could redefine how politics and accountability are understood in this country. This is not just about two Labour figures clashing behind closed doors. This is about the very soul of British democracy, and millions are watching closely as each revelation unfolds. The case centres around claims that Sir Keir Starmer, once heralded as the figure of integrity in British politics, may have been entangled in secret lobbying schemes that benefited powerful corporate interests while leaving ordinary citizens in the dark. Rayner, long seen as his loyal deputy, has now stepped forward as the unlikely whistleblower, insisting that the truth must come out, no matter the personal or political cost. For years, the public has suspected that politics was tainted by the hidden hand of corporate power, but to have a senior figure openly accuse the leader of the opposition in the Supreme Court is something few thought they'd ever see. The courtroom itself became a theatre of history. Journalists packed the gallery, pens racing across paper as they tried to capture the unfolding drama. Lawyers sparred with precision, citing evidence, emails, and private communications that pointed to a network of influence hidden beneath the polished speeches and promises of transparency. The public's reaction has been nothing short of explosive. Social media is ablaze with comments from ordinary Britons, many expressing feelings of betrayal. Some are furious, others deeply saddened, but almost everyone agrees that this moment feels like a breaking point. Rayner's testimony was nothing short of extraordinary. With a steady voice, though visibly shaken, she laid out how she claims to have stumbled upon information suggesting Starmer had been engaging in private discussions with lobbyists who promised significant political backing in exchange for favorable treatment in future policies. She described sleepless nights, wrestling with the enormity of the discovery and the overwhelming sense of duty she felt to bring it to light. Her words cut through the silence of the courtroom. The people of this country deserve honesty. They deserve leaders who cannot be bought or manipulated. For Keir Starmer, the accusations strike at the very heart of his political identity. His rise to prominence was built on a reputation for integrity, law, and justice. His supporters saw him as a clean break from the scandals of past governments. Now, with these allegations thrust under the unforgiving light of the Supreme Court, that image has been shattered in ways that may never be repaired. The cameras caught his reaction as Rayner spoke, his face a mixture of shock, anger, and disbelief. For some, it looked like the mask had finally slipped. The Chief Justice presiding over the case has made it clear that this matter will not be brushed aside. The integrity of our democracy demands the full truth, he declared, in words that reverberated across the chamber. For a nation weary of half-truths and political spin, those words carried weight. What is at stake here is not just the career of one politician, but the trust that underpins the very system of governance. If lobbying scandals can reach even the highest echelons of leadership, then what faith can the people have in the promises made at election time? The wider implications of this case cannot be overstated. Already, opposition parties are seizing on the moment, demanding investigations into lobbying across the board. Protesters have gathered outside Parliament, some carrying placards with Starmer's face crossed out, others demanding a full overhaul of lobbying laws. For years, critics have argued that lobbying in Britain operates in the shadows, with loopholes that allow corporations to quietly shape policies behind the scenes. Now, with these allegations laid bare in the highest court, reform may finally become unavoidable. Yet there is also a personal dimension to this drama that cannot be ignored. Rayner's decision to step forward has effectively severed her long-standing political partnership with Starmer. Their journey together, from opposition benches to the heart of Labour's leadership, has collapsed into public confrontation. Once allies, now adversaries, their conflict has come to symbolize the broader struggle between loyalty and truth, between power and accountability. For Rayner, the risk is enormous. Whistleblowers in politics often face isolation, character assassination, and the end of their careers. But she seems willing to sacrifice everything in pursuit of what she calls justice for the people. The public is now left asking hard questions. If these allegations are proven true, how deep does the lobbying scandal really go? Were other figures aware? And perhaps most disturbingly, how long have corporate interests been pulling the strings of British politics while citizens were kept in the dark? The uncertainty is creating a wave of disillusionment,